But critical race theory, that was definitely one of my most debated articles. And I think, you and I had talked about this before, but when I actually wrote that article, I didn't know much about critical race theory.
Yeah.
I knew a little bit about it. I was under the false impression, like so many people are, that critical race theory was basically telling Black history, the history of Black
Mm.
Americans in this country. And so to me, it was saying, should we teach the history of Black Americans in school or not? So I was definitely pro teaching the history of Black Americans in school.
All
So
right.
that's the perspective from which I wrote the article. But the truth is, critical race theory is not teaching the history of Black Americans in school. In fact, it's a survey course that's usually offered at the upper level of graduate school or law school, where people learn a theory. It's a
Mm-hmm.
theory,
Yeah.
right? It's never anything that would be taught to kindergartners or first graders or even in high school, because it's a survey course taught in higher education. But it became like this buzzword, right? Critical race theory became the word for teaching Black American history in schools.
Yeah. So
So,
weird how that happened. Like,
right?
right?
It didn't, well, yeah, and like I said, I didn't understand either. I wrote the article from that point of view. And so there was a lot of people correcting me, some in a very generous way, some not.
Yeah.
And so, I learned a big lesson. And then Dr. Phil called, not himself, but the show,
Crazy.
and asked me to come on and defend my viewpoint on Dr. Phil. Not the new viewpoint that I had learned, but the viewpoint that I wrote about in the article.
And did you agree to defending that old viewpoint, or?
I kind of,
Okay.
they do a really extensive pre-interview for Dr. Phil. So during that pre-interview, I revealed what I had learned since I wrote the article, and that would be what I wanted to talk about. And they were fine with that.
Okay. Good.
So, but it was like 3 people pro and 3 people against. So it was less of me just telling my point of view and more of a debate back and forth across from, these 3 people who were against. And so it was fun. I'm all for a spirited debate.
Okay.
I enjoy hearing other people's viewpoints, and sometimes I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things, a lot of political viewpoints that I've held that I've realized are old ideas, and that I can be open to looking at new ideas about how to do things.
Mm.
And those are point of views that I embrace from those debates and conversations. So, but this particular thing, my current stance is, yes, we need to learn about all Americans' history in classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should just be the dominant culture. I don't think it should just be told from the dominant culture's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has a history, in this body of land in which we live, I think should be taught in school.
Yeah. And which
And
is, to me, really
yeah,
interesting. Like you pointed out, everyone thought critical race theory means teaching history about people other than white people on American soil. And it's
yes,
like,
yes,
well, not at all. And then the idea that it's not being taught either was also kind of crazy, because I'm like, okay, Nevada has one of the worst education systems in the country, and we still learned about it. Like, we know about Native Americans, the Trail of Tears, we read, like, we learned about all of the horrible shit that happened, and it's like, what do you mean I never learned it? Yeah, we did. It was horrible. What up, y'all? Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and slide on over to Amazon and check out my book, Behaving As Us. Add it to your cart, read it, and once you do, drop a review so it can help the Amazon algorithms too. All right, y'all. Peace.